Are you ready to check out all the Barbies that I've ever rebodied? I think it's way too much. Coming up after this. Okay, I was going through them the other day. I was taking off some costumes that I made for a video, and I was realizing that it's gotten too far. I don't know why I don't take the heads off of the dolls that I've rebodied and haven't used for a while, and then put them on the new Fashionista heads, or the new heads that I find really cool, and put them on, because if you watch my channel, you know that I really, really love the WWE body, and obviously I've collected a lot of WWE dolls over time. There's only one, she's in here somewhere, that I actually love the head sculpt on. The other, I don't like the match of them together. Recently, however, I did put some WWE dolls on some budget bathing suit Barbies, and they actually looked really, really good. We're going to look at my whole entire collection of Barbies, and we're going to see which ones I put on the WWE body, my favorite body. And I think I have them in categories. I think that's what these boxes are. So it's not going to be totally blind. Let me move things down here out of the way so we can do this. And first off, we have a Barbie. I believe she is from the latest wave. I had one with a broken... I think this is the one that has the part in the middle from the latest wave. I have her hair. It's so hard with Barbie because, you know, Barbie looks like Barbie. There's really nice long hair. I had a WWE doll that came in a multi-pack. I got it on a super clearance, but she came with a broken leg. This is the yellow skin tone too, and there's not a lot of dolls. They don't make a lot of dolls in this color, so that's why I put Barbie's head on it. That's why I don't mind that it was broken, because I have a lot of these bodies left over waiting for a cool doll to be sculpted in that color. A cool doll head. Okay, so what would this box be? Oh, this is a cool box. This is cool to start with. I don't know if I have any more hidden in here, but this face sculpt, this is all the same face sculpt, and these are some of my favorites. It's just this round face. You might know what it's called. Is it the same on her too? I better put my glasses for this video. Yeah. It's totally my favorite head sculpt. I guess it looks really good on these dolls too, because it's a more wider, bigger face. It's one of the biggest heads, and I always like dolls with bigger heads. I think it's because that they look more old-fashioned, but I think it's a beautiful head, and I think that it goes really well with the body, and it's really cool that so many of these, and I was always wondered why these ones were among my favorites, and that would be why, because they all share that head sculpt. This is the latest, the very, very latest creations, and it's an excellent set. I'm super happy with this. This is the latest swimsuits, and I have put them on the WWE bodies. I have perfect skin tones, beautiful Teresa, Raquel, Nikki, Barbie herself, Summer. They look so good. They're like, normally I choose the craziest hair color. You'll see that coming up. But these ones are just, you know, Barbie's classic basic friends, even though that they have kind of a twist to some of them. So yeah, I think that those are beautiful, and currently my favorite dolls. I got Ken in there with them, and the other Ken that goes with it is on the wall because he is a new head sculptor. He's special. I have videos for all of this stuff if you want to see it. And this box is my favorite to dress up dolls. These ones are easy peasy for me, and I like them. When I saw that this Teresa, wait, is that her? I think that is. I think it's a 90s Teresa head. When she came with her hair up, when all of these girls came with their hair up, it just, I don't like the hair. The hair gets in the way. In fact, I have a wet cloth here standing by, so when the static's going everywhere, which probably is going to happen, that is not going to be a problem. I was so happy to find these ballet dolls where they'd just be so easy to dress, and they have such beautiful heads and faces. And I mean, standard Barbie. Barbie is kind of boring because it's Barbie. I really do like the more unique characters, and these are two great examples of both Teresa and Nikki because they're special faces. And then another new favorite, which I have to do this video because people keep asking. I probably have a clip in one of my very long rants or live videos telling how to do this, but I am going to do a dedicated video to how to put these heads, how to rebody the color reveal heads. These are also my favorites, new favorites, because, see, this is why they all have their own bodies, because they're all my favorites. These are so great to dress. I don't have to worry about the hair. I think that the hair looks so cute. They look old-fashioned, they look classic, yet they're modern, and they've got these awesome athletic bodies now. So that box is a box full of easy-to-dress, no hair getting in the way. I don't have to worry about that. So that's why those ones are fun, and they're standing by to make videos. But the reason that I don't use them for everyone, because I'm really excited about the bathing suit ones right now. And before the bathing suit ones, I was probably really excited about some others, which we'll stumble upon. Oh, speaking of which, video game heroes. If you haven't checked out my e-girl makeover video, then you're going to want to do that, even though you're getting a sneak peek at how they turned out. But these video game hero heads are so anime. They look so good in the cartoony, cutie tootsy fashions that Barbie always puts out. They put out a lot of, you know, really adorable clothes that I don't think look so good on a normal Barbie. Barbie is really sophisticated these days, and it's nice to have those little Japanimation anime for you younger kids kind of dolls to put those cutie clothes in. I'm not going to show you these ones today because I'm going to save this for another video, but these are my gem in the hologram customs. You can see some of them in here. I plan to do a video showing you what I have going on right now, and then I think I'll take a look at more of the fashions I've accumulated since I've put those together, and you can tell me what you think, and then I will update them, and then we'll have another update. They're still not complete. I think I've got most of the characters, though. I'm not sure there's any main or second-degree characters that I haven't covered in that collection. So that, you did get a look at how many I have of those. They're basically all of the Gem and the Holograms and the Misfit characters and the Stingers and their friends. This is the box of really special budgets. Yeah. So this is cool. Well, and then really, this is probably the miscellaneous bin is what this is. So one of my favorite budgets of all time. She is a very common issue, this Redhead. So very happy to have her, just a really cool face. Then we have this Teresa, and I had this Teresa before, the Put Your Hair Up. She's just an awesome doll. She came in the same wave as this one, and they also had a darkest complected. However, her skin is so dark that she doesn't match any WWE doll. And I'll show you some examples of how they don't always match. This is a Christie face mold, but with pale skin, and it's one of my favorite dolls. So she just looks so old-fashioned again. And then speaking of old-fashioned, there is this one, but she's really she's one of the expensive Christmas holiday dolls. I believe holiday, it's got to be 19, I guess. and so 50s, and the platinum blonde hair, and she doesn't look like Barbie. So I think she's really cool and special. And then this one is the WWE doll that I love the face on. I think she's beautiful, and I think she looks kind of evil. And I have her hair in a perfect updo with a giant clip in it. But yeah, I love that face. The theme here is that like all of these look really, really like retro 50s to me. So maybe, or 50s or 60s. So maybe that's what I like, because very, very classic face, very classic face. They're all super classic faces. However, you know what? I really do like modern over collecting vintage stuff. Vintage stuff starts to deteriorate. Sometimes it does hold up, sometimes it doesn't. But I am really comfortable with having these new, clean and not fragile. That's a huge thing to me, is that everything is rugged and it won't break, and that's kind of why I love Mattel. This is the Barbie and the Rockers, the newest Barbie and the Rockers. Speaking of not going vintage, the newest Barbie and the Rockers, and I have all the characters, and I like to do videos with these girls, as you can see, with the career packs, because I like to say Barbie and the Rockers keep their day jobs or get day jobs. So then I dress up the rock and roll girls into different career fashions. This girl kind of always stays the same. She is my space astronaut girl. So she's half pop star, half astronaut. I have her gloves and her helmet off right now, but she's one of my favorite creations. You can see pictures of a lot of these on my Instagram. There's a good one of her on there. This is the example of how the Naomi's skin tone does not match the darkest. This is the darkest WWE skin tone, but she's so cool and her hair is blue, and it's good enough for me. I try to put her in high neck stuff. The darker skin is definitely more forgiving than doing it with a light skin, but on camera right now it is standing out. But I had to do it for her. For this series, and I guess for some other series I really want to do it too, but I've run out of Naomi dolls. Okay, so I'm going to put all of those ones back in there. You can check out that video too, where I show you all of the career fashions, from one career fashion to the next. And then I kind of had this all backwards. We're going backwards in time. This, however, is the latest Barbie wave, and the latest Fashionista wave. And this last Fashionista wave was it was the best. I had to get every single one, and then when I had one left over to get the one that I didn't get yet, I realized that when I put her head on a body, that she was also awesome too. Okay, so this is all the latest wave. Now, I don't have the Barbie and the Nikki in wheelchair ones because they were on made-to-move bodies, and I wasn't really gonna take them off. Even though I do have that Nikki, and I'd probably have her rebodied because I had another one with those double buns. Anyway, so there's this girl, and there's this girl. You recognize this wave now, don't you? And Barbie with the blue hair, which I had to have. And then the girl with the freckles, which was so, so cute. And then this really cool hairstyle with the shaved head. She looks so good on the new body. And the vitiligo girl, I feel bad that she doesn't have the markings on her skin. It doesn't look so good on camera. It looks better in real life than what you're seeing, the shiny body. But yeah, it's a shame that I had to take away the rest of her skin. I think I got a double of her to keep her in her regular form as well. But yeah, she's a beauty. I love her hair. That's up, of course, too. The Redhead, she was on a yellow skin, which is so, so rare. It's just this jaundice tone, but so happy when I find one of those. And a Redhead, she's one of my favorites too. Well, I mean, this whole line was my favorite. Barbie with really cool earrings. not a yellow skin tone, which Barbie does come often. Her head comes often on the yellow skin tone. But I don't know. Sometimes I just have to rebody. I guess I had an extra body. You don't need all those bodies for Barbie. There's so many Barbies. Again, this girl, Dimples girl, she's looking real cute with that body too. This is the girl who I wanted the least. Now she's probably one of my favorite, now that she has this body. Just, you don't get actually a lot of darker hair dolls. And I think she looks so... Sometimes when I put the heads on new bodies, it transforms them. It makes their face look completely different. The girl with the prosthetic leg, again, I got a double of her. I have her in original form. The head is so awesome. I want to put her on the better body. I don't have a problem with having the prosthetic legs. In fact, that's why I have that Barbie in a wheelchair. She's awesome. She doesn't have the leg, but she has one leg, and now I love her, and I made sure I had a wheelchair. I got a wheelchair for her, and I have a Ken who also has a missing leg, and that's who I gave the wheelchairs to. And they are also two of my favorites because they're special. And then the girl with the dreads. She's awesome. So if I have anyone missing here, I think there might have been another Barbie. Oh yeah, the Barbie in the sexy black and white dress. That might actually be that head that the wheelchair is in. I think that's who this is. When it's just Barbie, I don't get all like crazy about rebodying her head or anything. This is a long video because there's so many dolls. And then, talk so much. Then there are these ones, and I guess this is a box of my least favorite, or, well, it was like cram as many of your favorites into one box, and then these are the ones that are left over. So I guess I'll show you that these ones are my favorite. These ones, right before I made this video, I really wanted to do like a upcoming cult video because I've got all these white dresses. So look out for that in the future. And I just love the pale skin on the pale bodies. It just looks really kind of creepy. So this girl has the yellow skin tone though. So she's a bit darker. But I love that bleached hair. She's so cool, and she's so ethereal cool, and she's so ethereal cool, and she is so cool. Definitely one of my favorites. And then also in here is, she's a beauty. Her hand comes off, but it doesn't, it's not, I mean, it's broken, but it's not really broken because I can put the little fastener in there. But the best thing about that is you can put the bracelets on it, and I had her dressed up in a really awesome outfit that I made myself. You definitely should check out that video where I made these deluxe fashions that I got with stuff from like hair accessories from the dollar store, and they look, in my opinion, they look like integrity dolls. They looked really expensive and glamorous, and you definitely do have to check out that video. She's gorgeous and one of my favorites. Top 10, maybe top 5. This girl, she was the pop singer. She's a favorite, but you have to, I mean, you give them crazy hair, and I like them. I don't love her, but she has crazy hair, and she's super interesting. I usually will take out their plasticky earrings. This girl, I want her head. I really did not like her. When this is a good example of rebodying it and then changing how you feel. Skin tone doesn't match, but the head is so interesting, and I guess I didn't like her dress, and I didn't like her curvy body on her, and when I switch it up like this, and it's just such a cool head, and in real life, again, I can't see the contrast as much as I can on the computer, but yeah, she's really, really cool. So she's in there. Gorgeous fro girl. I kind of have a huge collection of fros. I didn't realize how many I had. Yeah, there's some really beauties in there. I guess these ones are Fashionistas. That's not true, because This girl's not a fashionista. Maybe she's just in the wrong box by a mistake. I don't know how I have these gorgeous again. I love the natural hair. This girl with her freckles, she is such a beauty too. Yeah, she's a surprise favorite. This girl, crazy hair, super interesting face, super interesting eyes. I love the pale skin. She also has earrings, so that's a bonus. Sometimes they have really cool earrings, and of course I want to keep those in. And then, oh yeah, and this is such a beautiful face. Almost evil. It reminds me of the round faces from the beginning, but they have closed mouths. So I don't know who this girl is. I don't know if I have other faces like this, but I love that face so much. And with the dark eyes and the dark lips. And yeah, I just think she's like an evil character. I want her to join my Gem and the Holograms box. There might be a place for her to fit in there somehow. Okay, let's put all these back in. And there's some favorite head sculpts in there too. So this isn't really the worst of the worst. I mean, and also I have all kinds of fashionistas that I haven't even opened or rebodied yet. So I don't know what that means about them, or maybe I just haven't discovered them. Maybe when I put their heads on these bodies, I will find out that they become my favorite. This is the head sculpt that I have used for a pizzazz, actually. So again, you're gonna have to wait for that video. It's gonna be cool. But I really love this. Maybe that's the same as that evil girl we just had. Maybe that's why. I like it. I think it's the same. I don't know if I'll be able to read the date. 2016. 2014. No, it's not the same. They look the same. They both kind of look evil. So I like that. I like that in a girl. It's been a problem my whole entire life. Okay, then we have the chicken farmer. I'm pretty sure that's who this was, but, you know, this is a Teresa head, and she's very, very common. I hope I'm getting that name right. We have another Barbie. That's just Barbie on a body. And then we have Barbie with short hair. This is the Astronaut. It's sometimes fun to have Barbie with short hair. This is one of the most beautiful Barbies I've ever seen. I don't think I got this in a set. Yeah, the other one should be in here too. I don't know where she is. Oh no, here she is. I think she is so beautiful. And I think that she is so beautiful. And I believe that this was from a zoo. And I can't remember what set this was from. I've opened it quite recently, but she looks like Wonder Woman. These are two very, very beautiful ladies. They're totally my type. Okay, and then, I mean, also my type. Hair up, gorgeous face. This is another beauty. I only have these because they're all awesome. This was from a new fashion pack. It's really cool. She has a super interesting face with the makeup. She looks like she's stepped out of some other time. So, and natural curls. Love it anytime they're rocking those. This was a tiny little petite thing. She needs her hair calmed down. I really like that face. So, yeah, she doesn't have crazy hair or anything, so I guess that's why she's in this box. But, yeah, she's kind of beautiful, too. I like these all. This is why I don't want to take off their heads. This I have to get some acetone because I put earrings in her ears, and it seems like the plastic has run. I think that it's going to come off. I hope that it comes off. It makes me question putting earrings in anymore. I've checked some of the metal ones that I put in, and they don't seem to have a problem. It was just these ones that were rubbery plastic, I guess, that came off on her ears. Anyway, she's one of the freckle-faced first fashionistas, and she's got the moles on her face. And so interesting. And, you know, redheads are very uncommon. And then last in this box is this girl, and she was from a deluxe fashionista set. and she has the shaped side heads and the special blonde hair, and she's just a beautiful face. And it's like they're all my favorites. This is why I struggle. Well, this is not one of my favorites. It's Barbie. I have so many Barbies. But this is a beautiful Teresa. Look how pretty she is. I just held her up for a second. Look at her. I don't know what to tell you. Let me know if I'm missing anybody. Who's your favorite? I pretty much have them all, though, don't I? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. This was like the first time that I did one of these big, like, whole collection videos, and I didn't make a mess afterwards because I put everybody back in their boxes. I think I am going to have to do a video with the cult girls, though. There's something about the tone on tone. It also works for darker skinned girls too, when they have, yeah, sometimes it just looks, well, it's a cult. I'm making it, when you're all one color, you kind of look like an alien. And in this instance, they're like glowing because of their hair. Yeah, keep switching between which ones are my favorites. Which ones are your favorites? So hard to choose, isn't it?